Hey, Don here. We got a job to do today. We got a lot of our equipment ready to go, and we got a show tomorrow, so we need to get the truck loaded. But I wanted to talk a little bit about how we pack our truck, and maybe what we do might help you get your stuff loaded consistently every time. So stick with me.
Oh yeah! Welcome to the show!
What we're going to do is we're going to talk about how we label our cases. When we go outside, I'll point the camera at the back of the truck and I'll explain a little bit more. I don't know, I'll tell you what, let me grab my phone and show you the top of our cases here. We've got all our cases lined up here, ready to go outside. And if you notice these yellow pieces of tape that have a letter and a number, okay? And you can see, we started doing it with a label maker, like this one right here, B5. Those all mean something. And then my label maker stopped working, so I grabbed some yellow gaff tape. And we actually like that, it's easier to see. And everything has some kind of designation or a number on it, a letter and a number. So I'm gonna set up outside and then I'll talk about what this all means. All right, I want to talk about a standard truck pack. Most road cases allow you to get 4 cases across. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 columns. We label them A, B, C, D. All right? So, when we knew how this was going to be packed, we went in here and, for instance, this box back here, which is our cable chases and feeder and stuff that stays in here, it's labeled A1 because it goes there. A2. All right. This rack with all our monitor wedges, that is C1 because that's in the C column. All right. And then we have to get C2, 8, actually A3. Is that our stand box?
Yeah.
All right, so this trunk is A3, so we'll put that right here. Okay. Anyway, these subs, this is our light rack. All the lights hang on here. That's labeled D1, here, D1, D2, D3, D4. All right, so here's C2. And go here. All right, so this is A4. This one goes over here. The other thing I did is when I had a case that's wider than narrower, I put the label so you can read it as you're pushing it in place. So that says A4. Same thing here, C2. So now you know exactly what orientation to put stuff in the truck. So here's B4. Right there. And if you notice these ground supports, we only use them in pairs. So I've got this E-track and a strap that goes through, catches another one, and we've got them held to the wall with every 2. So we don't have to, if we only need 2 of them, we just can leave the other ones hooked up. So, big benefit of labeling this stuff. So there's A5, all right? Is if you got hands that don't know what you're doing, they're just some muscle that's provided by the venue or the promoter, you can tell them. It takes a minute to explain, here's our packing strategy. Look for letters A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So here's B5. Then I'll take C3 next. So, like I said, it's easy to explain your packing regimen And if you've got like a hard surface where where people can line stuff up and get ready to come into the truck, they can get it all lined up ahead of time and then just start bringing it in, bringing it in, bringing it in. All right, so this is C3, that's the rack. But then this is a 15-inch powered sub for drum monitor, C3 with a T on it, so it's on top, okay? So that slides right there. So the nice thing about it is everything gets put back exactly the way it was, and you'll always know how much room you're going to have in the end. So here's A6. You know what? I think this goes like this. Okay? And then I think I got enough room here for A7. Yeah, that's all right. I'll leave that there for now, so I can get that one in place, because this one will actually get put like this, and that will block in both of those.
No, you're good. So it's so nice. You don't have to carry a lot of stuff. It's all on the
Yeah. All right, so this goes in like that.
What do you want next?
Let me get this in probably B7 and C5. All right, so here's another case where we've got, here's C4, C4T. That's our hazer, that sits on top of there. Yeah, that goes like that. What is C5?
Stage box.
Okay. Here, I'll raise this one up and then I'll tell you something else. So, the next show over at the band shell, we have stuff that we have to offload in front, like the subs and all the front of house stuff, because the stage is up high. And then there's a loading dock in the back. So we've strategically put a lot of the front of house stuff that goes on the ground, in the back. So we back there first, offload that, and then we drive around and finish the rest. I can't tell you how many times we would be at the end of the show and we would try to remember, did that go in there? And then we just start throwing stuff in, and guess what? You get to the back and you have to pull a few things out and get things organized. Here's the most important thing. When you're doing equipment prep, the number one goal is for a fast loadout. Because when everybody's done, you want to do whatever you can to make it quick, easy, and get it in the truck and get the hell out of there. That's the goal. All right, mixer and the stand go over here. And even my stand and mixer are labeled B9, so they can go over here. But that's it. That's how it works. You know, when you get stuff lined up, it just works great. I don't know. He's the second band. I think the music starts at 6. All right, so I got to move you guys back. Throw that there. Can you see me okay? I don't know if it's in focus or what's going on. But anyway, this is how we do it. Then we strap all this stuff in the back and go to the show. All right, got a couple chairs to throw in here. Let me shut you down and then I'll finish down on the ground. Okay, truck is loaded. We got more room here again, but we are ready for the show tomorrow morning. We're actually going to be there about noon and start loading in, and hopefully going to do another video. I want to since I redid the JBL boxes, I want to retune the system, and so I'll show you how I do that. All right, that's all I got on this one. Hopefully you got a couple tips. Hey, if you're watching this on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. We'd appreciate that, and also hit the like button. That helps us out. And does Landon want to say something on camera quick? What do you think about our packing technique?
Oh, it saves a lot of time compared to what we had before, trying to guess and play like Tetris to figure out what we're get it all in there. This works a lot simpler.
So what do you think on our new lighting cabling and stuff?
The new lighting cabling is nice. It's going to be at least minimize how we set stuff up by at least 30 minutes.
So I was just telling them that the goal for any production system is think about loadout. Everybody wants to get all that stuff packed up back in the truck as quick as possible and hit the road. And everything you do, that's the majority of gear prep, besides doing firmware updates. But when you're doing gear prep, you'll get an idea at a show that says, man, if we change this to this, it would actually go faster. So that's what gear prep is for the most part, and that's what I think about every time we do a show. I think about how can we do this faster. And I encourage Landon and anybody else. Ethan's going to help us tomorrow. So anybody that comes up with a great idea, all ideas are accepted, and we just try to make it fast. So, all right, that's all I got on this one. So we'll see you guys next time.